Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Target 20 back of leg. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat, and I'm going to be using a Pilates band, and I've tied a loop for my foot in the end of it. So just make sure that it's really nice and secure and that it's snug, so that when you're moving your leg around, it's not going to come off your foot. So I have mine quite tight, but obviously not so tight that you cut off your circulation. If you don't have a band, you can do this workout with light ankle weights, nothing too crazy, or even just do it without any extra equipment. There's not going to be a designated warm-up as such, so the first few exercises are going to act as a bit of a warm-up, but if you are in a particularly cold climate, make sure that you warm up extra and come back when you're ready. Now we'll be doing 20 rounds of 60 seconds of work. So there's not going to be any breaks in between. We're going to try and always cue the next exercise just before the other one finishes, so that you can kind of get yourself into position. But if you lose a few reps, don't worry about it. And if you need to take a break at any time, just do so, but come back as soon as you're ready. Okay, so the first exercise, we're actually going to put the loop on one foot, and we're going to loop the other one around the other foot so that you've just got a little bit of band there, okay? So that is how we're going to start, and make sure it's nice and secure. Pressing start now. And what I want you to do is hold on to this and come down and then stand up. So you're bringing your butt down towards the ground, but you're keeping it really flat. So your back is really flat, down and up, as if you're sitting down into a chair. Then you're pulling up in the center on that tubing as you stand up, and you're really trying to straighten behind the knees. And that's what's going to engage all of the back of your leg, okay? So your feet are facing to the front, and straight away you should feel this all down your hamstrings. This is definitely a tough one. Down and up. Try and straighten all the way up. Keep your tummy pulled in, and make sure your knees are not coming out in front of your toes. 10 seconds to go. The next one, we're going to put our fingertips on the ground, but if you can't do that, maybe use a chair or some yoga blocks. So if you can, put your fingertips on the ground and just raise up onto your toes. So what we're doing is a calf raise. Don't worry so much about the loop here, but I want you to come up and up. Now, if you really can't do this, then get a chair or something to put underneath your hands to elevate them. But I want you to really feel the burn in the back of the calves. So by coming down like this, you're engaging more muscle groups, and you're creating that stretch in the back of your legs, and it should be burning like crazy. Up and up. Up and up. It doesn't have to be super high. 19, 18. Burning, burning. We're going to sit down on our bottom next, and we're going to extend our legs in front of us with the weight in our heels. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you don't actually need to worry about the loop for this one. You can take it off if you like. Extend your legs with your hands behind, and I want you to come up and tap down. Come up and tap down. So I need you to keep the weight in the heels, pushing up, so you're still loading the weight into the back of the legs. So pushing your hips up, but really pushing down with your heels at the same time. It's up and it's down. You need to have a wider angle here. The wider the better, because that is going to use more of the back of your legs. 20 seconds, all the way up. Are you feeling this? This is not easy at all. 10 seconds. Try to push up. And I'm really pressing my heels down. 5, 4. We're just going to do one leg next. 1. So this next one, cross your leg over, and we're going to come up and we're going to go forward and back. Now you need to have a wide enough angle here. Forward and back. See how I'm coming towards my heel and further back, towards my heel and further back. Now if you can't do this with the other leg on top, you can tap it down here in front, and if this is still too much, you can try to just do it with your bum on the ground. But obviously, up here is your best option. You're getting lots of arm work here as well, which is a bonus. You can slow it down and come really forward, really back. Make sure you're not slouching in your shoulders, and back. Forward and back. 10 seconds. If you need to take a quick break, shake your arms and come back to it, please do that. 3, 2, and 1. Guess what? Other leg, no mercy at all. So shift up, it's forward and back. Widen that angle, really wide. Push that heel into the mat. You really need to push into the mat. And as you come back, it's back and down. You're tapping your butt down. 38 seconds. Forward and back. Forward and back. Really feeling that. Now after this, we're going to put the loop on again on this leg that's crossed on top. And we're going to do some more traditional raises and extensions. 18, 17. Come on. Forward and back. Really use your heel and extend wide. Come all the way back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, quickly put the loop on. Then turn yourself around and come into a down dog position and start raising. So you need to find the amount of tension that you feel this. If you need to choke up a bit more, please do that. Don't cheat it here, because if you make it too easy, you're not going to feel it. I've got my toe pointed, perfect down dog position. If you can't do down dog, you can come onto all fours, or once again get some yoga blocks to elevate your hands, or maybe a chair with the seat turned towards you so you can put your hands on that. The main point is that the other leg is nice and straight, so you're getting a dynamic stretch there at the back of the supporting leg, and you're bringing that all the way up, squeezing at the top. It's your entire back of leg. 3, 2, and 1. Now come down, choke up, bring your leg up, and just push up to the ceiling, but a tiny up and out. Oh yes, you're gonna feel that. It's an up, but it's a tiny out, okay? You need the correct amount of tension. If you've choked up too much, which is what I did, then loosen it a little bit, because you know you've got another 35 seconds to go. Up and out, out, up and out. This is your butt and your hamstring. Your foot is flexed to help keep that loop on. 23 seconds, feeling that big time. 19, 18. We're gonna lie all the way onto our tummy next, and we're gonna do extensions all the way in and out, so make sure that you choke up for those. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down, and we're going to extend and in. Extend and in. All the way down and in. If you're not choking up here, you're not going to feel it. So you can either rest your forehead down, or you can stay slightly up like me. In and extend. In and extend. I've got my arm slightly out. That helps you not to interfere with the band. Otherwise it's going to kind of roll up all over your leg. In and extend. So by flexing your foot, it means you've got your entire leg slightly off the mat the entire time, which is even harder on that glute. Come on. 16, 15. We're coming back onto all fours after this. We're going to point our toe and we're going to do extensions in all fours, but we're going to do a combination. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So coming up, you might need to choke up. Bring your leg up, and it's going to be little, little, big and in. 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 So it's tiny, out and in. Tiny, tiny, out and in. Pulse, pulse, full range and in. Oh my goodness, full range and in. If you can't do this up there, then come down here. Pulse, pulse, full range and in. Pulse, pulse, full range and in, 30 seconds. Pulse, full range and in. I have to keep saying it to myself, otherwise I'm not going to do it. Out and in. Pulse, pulse, 20 seconds. Pulse, pulse, out and in. Pulse, pulse, out and in. Really burning. Switching legs after this, out and in. Pulse, pulse, out and in. 8, 7, 6, 5. Then we're back in that down dog on the other side. 2, 1. So really quick transition. Over onto the other side. Coming into a down dog. Make sure you're balanced. And up and down. Up and down. So all of your limbs are straight here. Every single one, okay? Try to keep your hips turned down to the mat. And you're just lifting that leg, pointing the toe here if you can, and squeezing that glute at the top. Up. The entire leg should be feeling work here. Pointing your toe will help you to engage your calf. Up. All the way up. Breathing out on the up, looking between the arms, 14 seconds, making sure your alignment is perfect here. Feeling the stretch in your supporting leg. 7, 6, we're on all fours after this, with the up and slightly out. 3, 2, and 1. Come onto all fours, choke it up, and it's up and slightly out. Up and slightly out. Up and slightly out. Once again, if you want to, you can flex your foot here or point. It doesn't really matter so much. Flexing may help you to keep that loop on more. If your hand is out to the side a bit more, the band is not going to interfere as much. Up and slightly out. Up and slightly out. Really feeling that. 30 seconds. Try not to slouch. I know this is hard, so it's likely that you're going to kind of slouch in the upper body to compensate for the burn in the lower body, but don't do it. 17, 16. 13, 12. We're on our tummies next, doing extensions. So you're going to have to loosen that a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can you come all the way down? And it's in and out. So really choke it up. In and out. We flexed our foot before, so let's do that again. And arm is out to the side. In and out. Just breathe. Look down at the mat to keep your neck in nice alignment. 40 seconds. In and out. In and out. 34. Keep breathing. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze, squeeze. 24. 20. We're up on all fours again after this. 16, 15. 14, 13. All the way out. Squeeze, your leg is lifted up off the mat. 6, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. So come back. Maybe choke up a little bit more. And it's out, out, and all the way out. Out, out, and all the way out. Out, out, and all the way out. Breathe. Out, out, and all the way. Out, out, and all the way. Really feeling that in every little part of that leg. Out, out, and all the way. Come on. Out, out, and all the way. We're coming into a side position next with the loop on the other leg again, okay? Out and all the way. Out, out, and all the way. 2019. Come on. Breathe through it. 13, 12, 11, 10. All the way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quickly change it over. And come into a pretzel position where you're down on one arm, okay? And then we're just going to angle our knee down and to the back. So you're going to have to kind of hold that band by your hip there. And the front leg is in line with the mat. And you're bringing your knee down and then towards the back. pressing your foot into that band. That's the key here. Press back. Press back. Really breathing, squeezing everything. 19. All the way back. Squeeze it. Come on. You can do this. Make sure you're extending all the way. That's the key. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep your legs straight and we're just going to lift. You can bring your hand in front, lift it up, and you're slightly further up here. Keep it really behind your hip, okay? And as much as you can, turn the toe down. So you need to fight for this, and by turning the toe down, you're going to get more of the back of the leg, okay? If you want to lean further forward in order to turn the knee and toe down more, you can. Lots of oblique work here as well. Up and up. Up and up. Come on. 24, 23. Keep going. I know it's tough. I know. 17, 16. 15, 14. 13. 11. We're going to come down with our elbow and extend this bottom leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So come down and you're slightly angling forward and you're going to extend. Extend to the back. See how my body is slightly angling forward? So I'm bend extending, but I've got my knee kind of turned down on an angle. And I'm trying to hold myself up without slouching in this shoulder. Bend, extend. 42, 41. Extend. So you find where you can put that band so you can really choke up on it, but it's not in the way, okay? 30 seconds. Are you feeling that? Bit of bonus out of thigh and hip. You're welcome. Keep your leg up. See how my leg's up? You need to push into that with your heel. Push. 17, 16. We're on the other side after this. 14, 13. Come on. 10, 9. 8, 7. 6, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Quickly switch that loop. And come into that position where the front of your leg is in line with the mat, but you're coming down and you're going to push back. So try to bring your hand by your hip and really push all the way back. Extending that leg. Extending it on an angle to the back. And choking up as much as you can. Push it. Push it. Try to angle your knee down a little bit. And you're coming up, slightly up towards the back there. Come on, you can do this. Push into that. 8, 7. Try not to let your knee come in too close to the other leg. Keep it behind your hip. 3, 2, and 1. Now keep it out and just raise it. Keep it out. Angle your toes down and keep it really back here and raise that up. Squeeze your glute. If you want to come up further like this, you can. That's going to really increase the intensity there. You should feel your obliques like crazy. Try to keep that leg back as much as you can. 27, 26. We're going to come down on this forearm next and extend that leg and really angle our bodies forward and do those presses. One last time. 13, 12. Come on. This one's killer. This one's one of the hardest ones for me. Come on. Don't slow down. Just tap it. 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. So you're coming forward slightly. Keep that here and then angle your toes down and press to the back. Press, press. So you're pushing out of this shoulder and you're pressing down and behind. All the way. All the way. Come on, you can do this. Squeeze it back. 34, 32, all the way back. Anchoring yourself with that arm and that extended leg. 22, 21. Breathing. This is tough stuff. If you need to slow it down, just slow it down, but don't stop. 10 seconds after this, we're gonna do a glute bridge with your heels far away from your butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You don't need to worry about the loop, just keep it on for now. Wide angle and come up and up. Wide angle, as wide as you can. Dig your heels into that mat and squeeze your hips up and up. Up and up, okay? You can do this. Try to keep your legs parallel and push those hips to the ceiling, squeezing your glutes and feeling those hamstrings. 30 seconds. This is where you really feel the burn after working your hamstrings and the back of your legs in all those different angles. This is the final finale, so don't stop, just keep pushing. 14, 13, 12, 11. Come on, I know it's tough. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Let's take that loop off and come back down. I can't even straighten my leg actually. Oh, I can't actually even straighten my leg properly and bring it in. Oh, that really burned out the hamstring. I hope you felt that like me, just point and stretch. And then open that slightly to the side and bring it closer. So every part of the back of the leg got worked all the way from your calves all the way up to your butt. And then slightly bring that over the center line towards the back. And you don't need to pull hard here, that just stretches all down the outer side of the leg. Oh, you can bend, extend here a little bit. And then just fold that over and bring that in. Again, you might even just be here, wherever you need to be to feel that opening of the hips. And then just grab your other leg, bend, extend, and then slightly open to the side and out. One side may always be more flexible than the other, and that's totally fine, as long as you feel the stretch. And then bring that across the center line to the front, and tiny bend and stretch behind the knee. And then figure 4. If you want to push away, you can on that opposite knee. You can even hold here and pull in. Intensify that stretch. And then just bring your knees in and roll side to side. Side to side. And then grab your heels if you can and flex your feet, and again just rock side to side just a little bit. And if you can, straighten your legs. You can hold on wherever you're comfortable and rock again a little tiny bit. You can bring them in and out a little bit, just feeling all those points of tightness and trying to give that a bit of a stretch, a bit of lengthening. And then hold on behind your knees and just rock yourself up. And we're going to put the soles of our feet together. Lean forward. And even though we mainly worked the back of our legs, I just want to stretch up through those hips. And then coming down and separating the knees and coming forward. And then coming up and breathing out. And and all the way up. And again, really C curve through your tummy and your spine, opening up between the shoulder blades. And then finally, just sit down and reach and reach. One more time each way. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for Target 20 back of leg. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you at the next segment.